Hi, everyone.
Welcome back.
How's it going?
We're here. We're previewing.
We're previewing the day of the tournament.
Yes. Welcome.
This is going to come out right before weigh-in, I think.
I'm Lewis.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm completely lost.
Who are you?
I'm Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
This is Bassmaster Radio.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be talking about college national championship.
Harris Chain O'Lakes.
Today is day one.
Leesburg, Florida.
As you're listening to this, you can finish listening to this and hop right over to weigh-in so you can see if we're correct on anything we're saying.
Hopefully.
I'd like to think that we're accurate on some things.
Usually not, but hopefully.
Yeah, no, not recently.
How are you?
My boat's broken. I'm tired. I haven't really been doing too good fishing. I caught one fish in the High Rock tournament, which anyone listened to the last episode. Yeah, no, Lewis won again. So
sorry.
Yeah, Tyler let me down. Ryan Dixon let me down. Jarris Bush let me down. I let myself down.
Your boat let you down.
My boat let me down.
Yep.
I thought my boy Bryson Hendricks was going to close it out. He didn't. I guess his good deed of towing me in didn't help him. I thought it would. I told him that. Too. I go, man, you got to whack a big one out. You towed me in. It's like, yeah, we're going to try. And I guess I didn't try hard enough. Because the good karma was definitely there.
I should have lost.
Yeah. I agree.
I lost the fish to win.
I'm stealing your secret weapon.
And I can't yell at the people who me losing is due to because it would create problems. So
don't create problems.
You know where I'm going with that, don't you?
Sort of.
Okay. It has to do with some of my equipment.
Okay. Yeah.
Not happy. Shout out ACA because I will be getting a certain product from you guys very soon. Anyways.
Okay.
Still won. It's fun.
Yeah. We go to Moss next for our next club tournament.
Yep.
And I'm taking Lewis's secret weapon and we're going to kick some butt.
Taking my partner from me.
Yep.
My undefeated partner. Shout out Michael. He's taking him from me.
He's going to remain undefeated.
I agree.
Watch.
I fully agree with you. There's no part of me that disagrees. I'm going to get beat, and it's going to be by Michael and you. It's not even going to be by you. It's going to be Michael.
Oh, wow.
This is Michael.
I mean, we might get beat by my boat. So
Fair.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, national championship.
Yeah. Should be exciting.
Happening right now.
Should be exciting tournament.
As we're recording this.
I saw a lot of big fish.
I saw a lot of big fish, too.
This week.
Which is why I'm surprised that where we're going with the predictions that you think it's going to be a little lower, but that's all right. That's all right.
Thank you.
I have talked to my sort of inside man for Florida fishing.
Okay. I didn't know you did.
I did. He thinks it's going to be one shallow.
Okay.
He thinks it's going to be one flipping.
Okay.
With top water in the morning.
Okay. Interesting.
And he thought that it was probably going to be one closer to the ramp. That way, that morning bite was the thing. And not like if you lock through like 3 different lakes.
That's what I was just going to say, is because you said the top water will play. The only thing with that is that the guys that are running a Griffin and
maybe they ain't going to be there for it.
They're not going to get a top water bite. It doesn't matter what time you take off. If you run through those locks up to those further lakes or down to those further lakes, it's going to take you a good hour and a half.
He thought it was going to be one. Close.
Okay, so Little Harris.
He was feeling Harris and Little
Dora.
Harris. Yeah.
Eustace.
As long as you could get some topwater bite, he said that because of the warmer temperatures in the last couple of weeks, that the fall fishing's kind of been pushed back a little bit. And so topwater frogging is very much still a thing. And
yeah.
So.
Well, I think that kind of stays a thing 12 months out of the year in Florida.
I wouldn't throw it in like January.
Yeah. I know there's guys that throw like those little prop baits on pre-spawn fish.
Yeah.
And it pretty much goes from fall to pre-spawn in Florida.
Yeah, actually it does. It's just like, winters for like 2 weeks and then that's it.
Yeah.
We move on. Somehow every time I fish Florida though, I manage to be in that 2 week window. So
nice.
Yeah. It's good. Jerk baits.
Well, the thing is you could have winter in March there if you get a bad enough 1 week cold front.
Yeah, I managed to make that every single time.
Speaking of cold fronts, there's one hitting tonight. So that could make things interesting. It's part of why I'm a little lower than you on the prediction.
On the prediction?
Yeah. I just, I think I know how much Florida fishing can change day to day. I think you're going to see really big bags all 3 days of the tournament. The only thing is it's so hard to be consistent in Florida. I think it's going to
be consistent.
It's so hard. It's impossible, honestly, to be perfectly consistent in Florida. Did I pull it off? Yes. Was it 10 pounds a day? Also, yes.
Yeah, how'd that go for you? Did you finish up on that?
But I was consistent. It's very hard to do in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more leaning towards I think it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the cold front, it's going to have some effect.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't think it's been cold enough yet for like little I think it's gonna be like an 8-degree temperature drop.
Yeah, it's not gonna be an intense cold front. I don't think by any means. It's not gonna be a spring cold front that just foils the whole thing.
If it was a bigger temperature difference, then I would have felt it a lot more. But
I think it'll definitely affect it. I think there's gonna be. I just think due to the cold front, consistency is gonna be hard. I think if you want to be consistent in Florida, you got to have good weather all 3 days. And the other thing is it's Florida. So like you're not fishing for 5 bites a day. You're fishing for 2 bites a day.
Yeah.
You're going to get 15 bites a day, but you're fishing for 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, if you make 2 of the wrong casts or, 2 broken line, 2, whatever it is.
2 bent jig hooks.
That takes you from 18 pounds to 6 or, That's kind of why I think Florida is so hard to consistently be good at.
So what do you think it's going to take to win?
I think 17 a day.
17 a day.
17 and some change.
And that
between 17 and 18. So I'm doing math. It's like
math in your
head.
Like
what? Like
17 a day is
it's like I'm going to say like 52 and change is going to win it.
Okay.
I think that's 17 a day, right? For 3 days? Yeah.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I think I'm a little higher than you.
Okay.
I'm around 19 pounds a day. I think wins.
Okay. 57, 58.
Yeah, high 50s. Now, our buddy Tyler, he agreed with you.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him this morning, and he agreed 17 something. So I guess I'm odd man out, but someone's got to be.
Yeah. My only basis is it took 58 in February when I fished the Natty there for FLW. And that should theoretically be a better time of the year than now. Is it going to be? I have no idea. The other thing that I think drew the weights down in that tournament is that there was the FLW Tour there the week before. Yeah. And there was a pretty significant cold front on day 2. So that definitely drove the weights down. At the same time, I still think that offshore grass bite in the springtime is so much more consistent than any kind of shallow bite you're going to have this time of year. But we're going to see.
Yeah, I'm being optimistic because I feel like a lot of the tournaments recently have been absolute crap.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like eventually we're going to have to hit a good one.
That's why I'm still leaning that way.
This is the one.
I think you're going to see the weights on day 1, and tomorrow you're going to be like, what happened? And I think that's what's going to happen.
Who's your pick to win? Do you have a favorite?
I don't.
Okay.
History would tell us that anyone from Bethel would be a good pick.
Bethel or Adrian or Nolan Minor.
But I'm talking about natty history.
Natty history?
The last 2 have been won by Bethel.
Well, I guess really the question is, I mean, you wouldn't want to win the national championship, but who do you think makes the bracket? I think would be the better question. Do you think you're going to see a team from, I think it's probably a shoe in a team from Bethel probably makes the bracket.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that's
and one could say the same thing for Adrian.
Potentially. I don't have as much faith in Adrian.
You don't have as much faith in Adrian?
I don't have as much faith in Adrian.
Yeah.
They may.
What about Brian? Does Brian have a boat in there?
Yeah. Cole Sands and Connor DeMauro, who came in second in last year's Natty.
Do you think they go back?
They're fishing it. They're fishing their last college tournament. So those guys know how to catch fish.
Well, I've seen probably second to last.
Cole's post some big fish this week. So It's definitely worth noting. Somebody I know said they were excited for this tournament to happen. I forget who it was. It might have been Tanner Ward.
I could be excited for this tournament to happen if I was there, but I'm not.
Yes. Tanner said he was excited about this tournament to start. I believe he goes to Kent State and has graduated, so this will also be his last college tournament. I think this is what you see a lot in these natties. You see a lot of guys who have been catching them for 3 or 4 years fishing their last tournament.
They finally put it together.
Yeah, so
it's the dream.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely pissed off too. I woke up this morning pissed off
because you weren't there.
Yeah, like I woke up this morning seeing like all the stuff on Instagram and the Bassmaster website, and I was mad. But we don't have to get into that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of glad I'm not there because I can't stop yawning today. And so if I was there, oh, man, I'd be dead.
I definitely wish I was there.
Wake me up when October ends, I guess.
I still wish it wasn't here. I wish it was elsewhere, but whatever.
But it ain't.
No.
No.
I don't know. Hopefully we have a normal season next year with a normal natty, although I still think this one's going to be good. Something I do wish that Bassmaster would do, and this is just a small personal gripe I have with Bassmaster. They post the rosters of the opens before the tournaments start. So you know who's fishing, you know how many people are fishing, you know where they came from. I wish they would do that for college. I think that'd be cool.
Well, it's because
it's not hard to do.
We like never know if we're actually going to a tournament until we're like driving there.
You know, I know, but they post them the morning of.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. I don't know why they don't like. What I don't know if they do it for the opens. Why not?
You want to know?
Yeah, I want to know how many people are fishing. I would guess it's around 150. It's usually like 100 to 150 in there, but that's a small personal gripe I have.
That's a fair gripe. I'll accept that gripe.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Got anything else on the national championship? Obviously, we'll see how day one goes. Like I said, tune in after this.
I think you're gonna see
what the weights come down to.
I think you're gonna see some, and I wish, or I hope. I'm not sure if they're going to do how much coverage they're gonna do on day 3. If they are gonna do any coverage on day 3, I don't know how much they're gonna detail. You know what people did to win, but I'm really interested to see. I think somebody's going to do very well, maybe not win, but do very well doing something really funky. Like,
you're going funky.
I think somebody's going to catch them doing something you don't think Florida about. Like maybe some
Spoon.
Like cranking rocks or something, or I don't know.
Cranking rock? Are there even rocks there?
Some places, yeah. Doing something. I'm thinking something
sounds
weird.
Like you're gonna be picking grass off of it.
Something weird is gonna be done. That's my prediction.
Yeah, see, I'm going for tried and true. It's gonna be top water flipping,
chatterbait,
yeah. Senko.
I mean it's a good bet.
Yeah,
I just think it's a weird time of the year. I think somebody's gonna figure a weird thing out, and they could potentially win doing that. What it is, we will hopefully find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That is the definite.
What else you got?
You want to talk about the FLW schedule, College Series?
We can. Out? Yeah.
I got it on my phone.
I can pull it up. FLW came out with their college schedule, for those who don't know.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And,
it's pretty par for the course.
It seems like almost the same schedule I always release. But
yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about
some of the lakes.
I'm not sure about any division outside of Northern and Southeast. I don't know if any of them are out of the norm. I can tell you that for Northern and Southeast, it's pretty much the same. I have some tournaments I'm definitely excited to fish, although I'm pretty seriously leaning towards being out on FLW college tournaments.
I probably won't practice for them anymore.
No.
Maybe a day of practice, like if it's a far one.
Yeah, I'm just not.
But yeah, I mean the focus is always on bass, anyways.
Yeah, Yeah, my focus next year is going to be fully on bass. I want to fish all 4, and I want to get to where I didn't get to this year.
All right, so
what do you got?
Let's talk about this. Central.
Which is like
This
Midwest.
Yes. These are all Friday tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Friday thing.
Still don't like that.
I don't understand that, but that's all right. It's been a year, and we're still complaining about the same thing, so clearly FLW's not listening to our podcast. End of March, they're at Table Rock. End of July,
that could be fun.
Mississippi River.
That's going to be very fun.
And middle of October, Lake of the Ozarks.
Okay, early running for best division is that one.
Yeah. I love their spread.
That's a great schedule.
One, it's really spread out.
Yeah.
I like that. I think it's cool. You got a winterish early spring tournament. You got summer
pre-spawn,
tournament, and you got fall tournament.
You got a pre-spawn, like cranking stuff tournament. You got a summertime frogging tournament, and you got a fall who knows what tournament. I like it.
Okay. Your next one. Northern the series. End of April, you got Smith Mountain. That's pretty much always been there.
Yep.
June 4th, Potomac River.
See you boys there.
You love that one.
I like that one a lot.
You might even find me at that one. August 20th, Detroit River. But I don't really understand why that's part of the Northern Division. To me, that is not like...
No.
No. That's the same thing they did with, what was it, Erie, where they put it like all the way at the other end of Erie. Yeah. It's like, that's like central. What are you doing?
No, I don't. What should happen is there should be a Northern Division and a Northeast Division.
Yeah.
That's what should happen.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the schools in the Northeast. Like, I know UMass Amherst has a bass fishing club.
There's not a single New York tournament.
Yeah, you got to go all the way. That's one of the
biggest.
The closest one for them is Potomac River.
Yeah. No, it's not cool. I don't like that.
I mean, you could say the same thing about bass and the Western schools.
Like, but nobody cares about the Western schools.
If you're like from like California, Arizona, like Nevada, Washington, like you can't fish any of these things.
Yeah, but it's all about draws, and I feel like if you put tournaments in New York, the draw is going to be as good or if not better than, say, Smith Mountain. Like Smith Mountain has more Southern teams fish it than Northern teams.
Yeah,
that's not a Northern tournament, and they do it every year.
Southeastern, which is us.
Mm-hmm.
We got Harris Chain in February.
Dumb.
Lake Gunnersville around mid-April, which is usual for that.
Fair, but it should be March.
And then, interestingly enough, Lake Chickamauga.
When is it?
October 22nd.
God, that's horrendous.
Yeah, we just saw what the Elite Series did there.
Terrible.
It went awful. And now we're going to go fish that.
Kevin, you could do better, buddy.
Yeah, that's just...
That's not good.
I don't even know what to say about
Hartwell's been fine. Why not just keep it there? I don't know.
They want to change it up a little bit. All right, Southern. Lake Somerville.
Have no idea where or what that's all about.
Lake of the Pines.
No idea where or what that's about.
Darndale.
That's in Arkansas. Early runner for worst schedule.
Once again, that to me, it says Southern. You got the Southeast has the Florida Lake, but the Southern Conference doesn't have a Florida Lake. I'm just very confused by their conferences.
Yeah.
If we're going to be honest. That to me is like a Mid-South.
It's like a Texas.
Should be Southeast and
Southwest.
Mid-South.
How about Southwest? That's like Texas.
Southeast, Southwest. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I like that. Western, Shasta, California Delta, Clear Lake.
Those will get 10 boats at every one of them. Maybe 15.
And apparently...
Maybe 15.
Here's where it gets interesting. If you really wanted to make a national championship, if you look at their new rules, apparently they're going to take 10 boats no matter what.
Oh, they have been.
They have been?
Yes.
Okay, they made that seem like it was a new thing, and I read it, and I'm like, I already thought that was a thing, but I'll accept that it wasn't, I guess.
Because I know there's been like 40 and 50 boats at Upper Chesapeake Bay events, and the top 10 still go.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So if you got Clear Lake and there's like 12 boats, it's like all you got to do is catch like 2 fish.
Yep.
And then obviously their tournament, their national championship for this year, which you heard Lewis complain about in the last episode.
Yeah.
It's on Grand Lake a week after the MLF Red Crest event. But yeah, that's the FLW schedule.
It's fine. It's to be expected.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I think each one of these they've gone to like 2 out of the 3 like every single year.
Here's what I think should
each
happen.
Division.
Here's a take. I think that FLW needs to give up fully. I think that you leave like the BFLs and you leave like.
Well, they can't now. They just announced their new thing.
I know.
Right there. You see it? The MLF Big 5.
I'm aware.
The Big Tyler and I were trying to figure out what that meant. We thought when I read that initially, I was reading out loud. He's like, does that mean the Big 5 schools?
No.
I'm like, no, I think they're talking about the tournaments.
Yes.
It would be fun if it was like schools, though.
I think MLF needs to give up as an organization or whatever. They need to give up as a people.
As a people. As a conglomerate.
As a race. The race is becoming extinct. I think they need to keep the BFLs, leave the Toyota Series, get rid of the college and the high school and the Pro Series. So I think you need the MLF, Bass Pro Tour, the Toyota Series, and the BFLs. They lose money on everything else. I will be shocked if they can convince me otherwise. Then ACA, what's that? American Collegiate Anglers?
You mean the Boat US thing?
Yes. They need to put on, instead of like 3 tournaments, a national scale college and high school program and be like the forerunners in college, high school fishing. Why not?
Yeah, and if FLW wants to keep doing college, I mean, they're already doing their like MLF like college
It's dumb.
invitational things.
Dumb.
Just do that.
Mm-hmm. Dumb.
I always thought it was weird that they had essentially 2 college series.
Yeah, it's stupid. So stupid.
Especially because unless you're going to the Big 5 schools, you're never going to get an invite to the MLF style event anyways.
There's a serious market for a premier collegiate fishing tour. Right now, Bass is it, but they're not perfect.
There's room for improvement.
There's definitely room for improvement. And I understand why. It's because Bass has a lot on their plate. They're dealing with a lot of different stuff. So hand it off. Let somebody else do it. Have like 6 tournaments with a drop tournament or something. Because guys want to fish. And if you did 2 in the summer and 1 in the fall and 2 or 3 in the spring, you'd still have the same turnouts as long as you got rid of all the other different crap. So that's what I think needs to happen. I think that'd be a solid idea.
Will it happen? Probably not.
Never.
But I'm not going to argue it. I don't think it's a bad idea either. I had another thing that I forgot, just a fun little like tidbit fact for
Go
those
ahead.
you didn't know. The BFL on Table Rock, they had their first woman co-angler win. I thought it was a cool thing. I was like, wow. Well, one, I was kind of surprised that hadn't happened yet. And 2,
that's kind of where I'm going.
2, I was just like, wow, that's like a cool little interesting fact. Like,
interesting.
So congratulations. It was Melinda Hayes was who won it.
I'm surprised it took this long, but glad that
she had 10 bass over 3 days. I don't know much about co-angler fishing. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know what a good bag is on Table Rock for co-anglers.
I wouldn't either. No.
But yeah, I thought that was cool.
Interesting.
We'll add that in. A little
Very
spice,
interesting.
a little salt and pepper.
They used to have a women's tour, a Bassmaster women's professional fishing tour. I think it lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
And they had one lady go to the Classic from the tour every year.
Every year? You mean for 2 years?
Yes, for 2 or 3 years. But now I guess it's kind of getting to the point where there's a more women influence in the sport. This is a whole nother topic for another day that most of the audience probably doesn't want to hear from me.
I don't think I want to hear it from you.
No, but you would also agree. That's the sad part.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my fun little add-on fact about FLW.
Very nice.
That I saw.
Very nice.
I knew when we were going off FW, I'm like, there was one more thing I was going to say, and that was it. Yeah, no, we'll see what happens in the national championship.
I'm excited. I'm very excited, and I really hope, and I don't know, but I hope Bass has some good coverage for us on day 3.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that. I was like, what are the chances that we actually get some good coverage?
I hope we do.
That's the one thing where you got to admit FLW just has we've gone over this before. They have such a big upper hand in terms of media over Bass.
In college.
Yeah, in college. Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, they're not championship.
Did they do live this year?
Cameraman on each bout?
I don't think they did this year. Did they? I could be wrong.
They did.
They might have.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to say is 2 years ago, I think it was, they did a better job. Bass did a better job than they did this year or this past year at Chickamauga. I think and I hope the fact that they're doing, I don't know if you've seen this, on day 3 of every Open, they've been doing live coverage.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think.
But here's the thing is that there's an Open going on at the same time. So.
Yeah, but there isn't an Elite Series event for another few weeks. And there's probably a lot more cameras than are needed. I'm hoping they do some coverage on day 3. And I think because of the Open, they're going to. Could be wrong. Hope I'm not.
I think you're wrong. That's my take.
The other thing is even if they didn't do coverage, the bracket coverage needs to be the way it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they had cameras in every boat. It was a well drawn out bracket. You knew what was going on. Last year, everyone was lost. It sucked. You couldn't watch any of it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that goes hand in hand with where they were though, because from what I remember is they had like no coverage there.
Where?
When they went to wherever they went last year for the bracket. I just don't think there was any cell phone reception.
No, it was Watts Bar.
At Watts Bar, yeah.
Yeah, they should have cell phone reception.
I don't know. I thought there was something about like
when they were wherever they were 2 years ago, and it was Nick Ratliff and Nolan on day 3 of the bracket, or whatever day it was of the bracket, and you could see both of them going at it down to the wire. That's what they need.
Well, yeah, it makes it more exciting.
Yes. And there's no reason they can't do that. They could have a guy stand there with his camera doing it on FaceTime. I mean, Zoom. There you go. Zoom.
Everything's on Zoom already. Anyways, Zoom and Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to WebEx? WebEx just kind of like died.
Nobody likes
topic
WebEx.
Of that. It's just like
WebEx is like
WebEx
MLF.
was like end of March. They were like, yes.
WebEx is MLF.
And that's a good. I like that comparison. Yeah, it was a great, like, the first thing that came out, everyone was like, WebEx.
MLF.
And then everyone's like, wait, there's so much better stuff that we've already had. And then it's like, WebEx just like.
Yep. Well, on that note.
I mean, if we really want to talk about the people who dropped the ball, Skype, just like.
Well, on that note.
We can go off on random tangents. This is a fishing podcast.
Correct.
With a sprinkling of technological talk.
Sometimes.
Speak. At least on my end. Maybe not your end, but mine.
No, I don't know what a phone is. Thank you for listening, folks.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Go
watch the weigh-in.
Go team.
Go team.
Yeah, I was going to say
That's what you end on?
I was going to say go someone, like rooting for somebody, and then I realized I had no one to really root for, so I just said go team in the natty.
Yeah.
So go team.
Go team. All right, fine. Well, and then go team. 3, 2, 1, go team. Tune back in.
Thanks for listening, and we'll recap.
Yeah, tune back in for the recap next week. He's trying to cut me off. He really wants to get out of here.
No, I don't. I have nothing to do with my life.
We'll let you get out of here, though, and go catch the weigh-in. Tight lines. Have a great weekend. And good luck to the guys on Harris.